Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of SEMA 2025. Sarah and I are going to once again show you a ton of new tools from the likes of Milwaukee, Flex, Wiha, Wera, Harbor Freight, Vim, and a whole bunch more.
That's a lot of tools.
Yeah, it's SEMA.
Yeah, we should get started.
Let's go. We're back at the Harbor Freight booth again. This is day 2 of SEMA 2025. We're here with Hayward once again, who also has some cool new impacts, right?
Yes. So this year we're announcing the compact and mid-torque.
Oh, look at these.
And this one has 600 foot-pounds of breakaway torque.
Wow.
And this one has 1,000 foot-pounds of breakaway torque.
Jeez, they're small.
Yes, this one is very small. And it has auto, 3 speeds, and a light feature that will turn the ring light LED on.
Ooh, ring lights, yay, hooray for that. Now, the auto setting, I'm assuming that's for when we're taking bolts off. Is it going to sense when it's loose so it doesn't go flying across?
Correct.
Great.
Yeah,
all right.
so it'll like go full speed and then it'll slow down to allow that nut to come off very slowly.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. So how far away are these guys?
These will be available in spring of 26.
Okay, we're not that far off.
Yeah, this one will be priced at $69 and this one is targeting around $169.
And those are bare tool prices?
Bare tool prices,
Sounds
correct.
good. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
I'm just going to borrow this for a little bit. All right, guys, we're here in the Portacool booth with Todd. We walked by and we're blasted with really cold air and found these amazing portable AC units. Like, what is this? How do you get so much cool air out?
Yeah, so these are portable evaporative coolers from Portacool LLC. So these are not air conditioned. These are going to be used in areas of your shop where you cannot air condition, but you got hot temperatures, you got techs who are slowing down. This is going to evaporate water and provide a cooler air into that environment.
So does this have like a big reservoir for water inside it?
It does. So you can actually hook a hose directly to it for a continual feed or just fill it up, whatever suits your need.
No
to
kidding.
help cool that down. There's no freon, there's no mist. It just gives you a cooler breeze into that environment.
That's pretty clever. Now, how much change in temperature can I expect for something like this?
With this product, depending on what part of the country you're in, you're anywhere between 10 up to 30 degrees cooler air into that environment. And again, you'll leave your doors open, use your natural airflow, and this will just help you lower that ambient temperature and provide comfort and relief to those technicians.
All right, so how much space can I cover with something like this?
So you can cover up to 700 square feet with this model. This unit can be pushed right up against the wall for space constraints.
Really?
And the reason why we can do that is this is the only 2 models in the marketplace where that air is being pulled through the front and then being pulled up and your cool air coming out to the top. So no other company is doing this technology and doing this manufacturing.
So I can put this in the corner and aim it right out in the middle of our shop.
Absolutely. We have adjustable louvers. We also have louvers that will oscillate, sweep, narrow, wide.
Oh, that's
Wherever
cool.
you need that airflow, we can position that flow too.
Awesome. So if I want to put something like this in my 700 square foot shop, what kind of budget do I need?
You're looking at this model being about $1,599 through one of our local retailers.
Not bad at all, Todd. Thank you so much. All right, so if we want to learn more about Portacool, where can we go?
Go to www.portacool.com, check out our website, and we'd love to have you.
Todd, it's great to meet you.
Take care. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, we're back in the Flex booth again here at SEMA 2025. You guys know, if you've been watching the show, I've started doing some polishing, completely been obsessed with it now, and I've learned almost everything I know by watching this guy right here. This is Mike from DrBeasleys on YouTube, who has some great tutorials and tool reviews, and he's in the Flex booth doing some cool stuff with Flex. Thanks for joining us, Mike. I really appreciate it. So what are you doing today?
So what I've been mostly doing is just showing a wide variety of the Flex tools, including all the brand new corded brushless tools, which are really cool because they're lighter, quieter, cooler, smoother, and there's no maintenance involved. So, and they're, it's just everything you want in a tool.
Right?
Okay, so, but another tool that in order to demonstrate the corded tools, if you look at this, that paint looks pretty good, doesn't it? Okay, so I can't really show you how to use these tools on paint that looks good, so I'm gonna make it look ugly.
Oh no.
But this is another cool Flex tool. This is the FX3411. It's a 1.6 millimeter random orbital sander for the woodworking world, but I use it on car paint. Watch this. I'll just do a little section here. Oh, look how fast that sands that down. Now, some people are going, well, why would you want to sand paint? Well, I do a lot of custom sanding on custom paint jobs, and they got orange pills, so you got to sand them down and buff them out.
Gotcha.
And so you can sand them by hand. I usually sand them by hand first, then come back and refine, because look how even that is, and that'll buff out really fast. So then after you get done sanding, but you could also just imagine, what if you just had water spots, swirls, scratches, oxidation? It's the same idea, only I can't put water spots and oxidation under I can't do that. Okay, so this is a rotary. This is the new Flex corded rotary. Right there says brushless, so it's a brushless. And the first thing you always want to do is just clean your pad, so I use a spur for that. And I go to the high speed, and just run that over there and get all the old compound and polish off there. And then I'm going to demonstrate a product called DrBeasleys Core Cut. And this is a product we make ourselves. There's no relabeling or white labeling in our line. It's all made family owned. And this is a very fast cutting compound. But watch, I'm going to do a two-step process, and I'm going to make this back into a black mirror. So first I pick up my product, spread it around, and then just start pulling out my sanding marks. And here's a quick technique when you're using a rotary. I'm going forward, okay? And what I'm doing is that I'm looking to see if the sanding marks are there or gone. Once they're gone, I move on, okay? So with an orbital, you usually do a certain amount of section passes, but with a rotary, you just buff till the defect's gone and then move on. And that's how you do that. So that's why I'm going back and forth. And of course, there's all kinds of experts out there that tell me I'm doing it wrong. But I've never met anybody that still has their original rotary polisher from 1988 that I used it till the gears wore out. So I love when people tell me I'm doing things wrong. Oh gosh, yeah. I'm older than dirt. Okay, so when I look at that, I believe I got about at least 99.9% of all the sanding marks out. So now what we're left with is called a hologram. Can you hang that up over that?
Yep.
Okay, so that's normal. Actually, pull this back over. That's normal. Go ahead and hold it. Anytime you're using a fiber pad, see the fibers? Those are also abrasives, and they put their own cut in the paint. And that's why a rotary is so fast at removing defects, because you got your compound abrasives and your fiber abrasives. Okay, so you go into this knowing you're going to be leaving a scratch because you wanted the fast cutting action.
So you're going to see that hologram.
You're going to see it no matter what.
Yep.
If you use a wool pad, and actually you'd see it on an orbital as long as it's a fiber pad. Microfiber, micro wool.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a. So that actually looks pretty good for a one step, but there's still the hologram. So the next thing we want to do is, if you'll hand me, I'll take this one. This is another brand new Flex tool. This is their 8mm gear-driven orbital. And it's also brushless. You can see that right there. And what makes this unique on the market is, grab that polisher with the blue pad on it.
You got it.
Okay, bring that up here. So this is called a free spinning random orbital polisher. Free spinning, I can freely spin it with my hand. Now watch when I try that over here. Oh look, it doesn't do it, does it? It's gear driven. You can hear it. Okay, so tons of power. Okay, so now I'm gonna put a polish. This is our NSP 95. Just 2 little drops. Now watch this. Let me spread my product out. Now I'll make 4 passes and we'll inspect the results. And the benefit to a gear-driven polisher is no matter how hard I push down, like this, I can't stop that pad from rotating, not even if I go up on edge. So in my world, that means I can go faster, because if you try that with the free spinning polisher, the pad will stall out. Now some people say, well Mike, when I use that tool, it kind of pulls on me. And what I say is, you know another word that starts with the letter P besides pull is power. This has power. That other tool, it's just not going to be the fastest tool in the market. Okay, I'll hand this to you.
Got it.
Here's the big reveal. If this doesn't look good, I'm going to look bad.
Oh, that's right. Oh, it's a mirror again.
Mirror finish.
Awesome.
You can do anything.
That's my new goal, Mike. I'm going to learn to make these dance on paint. It was
Gotcha.
so nice to meet you. Thank you for the education and your time. We really appreciate it.
Okay, thank
Hope
you.
you have a great show. Blaklader has been making premium workwear in Sweden since 1959. The design philosophy centers around 4 major cornerstones: quality, functionality, durability, and design. And after wearing their new 4-way stretch work pants and elite 6-inch free-lock boots on our travels from Munich to Las Vegas, covering miles and miles of walking, testing tools, and breaking concrete, we can tell you firsthand, they hit all 4 marks.
The new 4-way stretch work pants are the most comfortable pants I've ever worn. Not work pants. Pants. I don't just wear them when I'm working, I wear them literally all the time. The functionality is incredible. These pants have so many pockets. Back pockets with bellows, leg pockets, flap and pen pockets, foam pockets, inset pockets, outer knee protection pockets, a ruler pocket with knife holder, and even removable nail pouches with tool holders.
And being Blakladers, they're all heavily reinforced with Cordura and built to last 3 to 4 times longer than normal job site workwear. After wearing them everywhere for the last 6 weeks, they're our favorite pants, period.
He's not exaggerating. We will never travel or work without them again. And these boots!
All right.
Yeah.
These are the new 6-inch Elite Free-Lock boots. They're super easy to put on and take off thanks to the Free-Lock Quick Lace system. They keep our toes safe with composite toe protection. They have a waterproof membrane built into the boot, a full-length shank to support you on ladders and uneven surfaces, moisture-absorbing insoles, and an injection-molded midsole that's part of the boot, not just glued in. All of it designed for the many bends of construction workers, plumbers, electricians, and maintenance pros.
And after walking miles and miles and miles at both shows, our feet didn't hurt. From the very first day we put them on, they've been remarkably comfortable. That is a very new experience for us when it comes to work boots. It's clear to us that Blaklader hit all 4 of their cornerstones with these new pants and the boots. And it's because they built gear with tradespeople, not just for them. Every material has been purposefully chosen, every seam has been carefully made, and even the angles and placements of the pockets have been thoughtfully designed.
That's Swedish engineering. Blaklader Workwear is built for the human body in motion. From pants that flex and breathe to shoes that support your entire kinetic chain. None of it is aesthetics first. Everything is function first. It just happens to look great on me.
And me.
Agreed.
Thank you. Check out the Blaklader 4-way stretch work pants and elite free-lock boots at Blaklader.com, where you'll find all of your workwear solutions and some incredible Black Friday deals as well.
All right, guys, we're back at the Harbor Freight booth. I'm back here with Josh again, who previously, last week, showed us their new welders, which I was really excited about. But obviously, if you want to get into welding, you're going to need your first table, and it looks like Harbor Freight's offering that now.
Yes.
Tell us all about it, Josh.
So this is our Vulcan portable welding table. This is meant for the ultimate portability on and off the job site. So it's going to feature a 43-inch by 20-inch working surface and has a 1,000-pound capacity. So anything you want to throw on this thing, it's going to be able to handle.
Yeah.
Some of the awesome features of it, it has locking legs for transport and for work. So what you're going to do is you're going to pop your pull handle here. The legs are going to lock closed, and it folds to about 7.5 inches of depth. So perfect to lean up against the garage, lean up against the shop, throw it in the back of the pickup truck. This thing's happy wherever you want to take it.
That's awesome.
It's got these really awesome flat-free wheels. So for rolling over, rocks, nails, hoses, anything on the job site, these things are going to just keep going and keep going. Cool. Couple different options here for working clamps. So we have these 16mm holes. These are going to be for your Inserta style clamps. We also have these slots here. These are going to work with any of your existing C clamps, existing F clamps, anything that you typically would already have in the shop, truck, or garage. We have some multi-use holes here. These are going to be for storing your MIG gun, storing your adjustable wrenches, your adjustable pliers, any of your quick access tools that you need to be able to grab quickly.
Love that. I have to admit though, the pricing, $150 seems cheap,
It
right?
is an amazing value for this table.
I was going to say, so I've always wanted to do welding and I've been taught before, but like the thought of needing to get a welding table just seems to add a lot to the price. $150 doesn't seem bad at all.
$150, you can't go wrong. That and the ability to store it. Most of the problems you have with a welding table is they're large.
Yeah.
They take up a lot of floor space.
Yeah.
So being able to fold this thing flat, store it against the wall, it's magic for a lot of people.
Absolutely love it. Awesome. Well, thanks, John. Oh, price and availability. I mean, we just went over price.
This is $149, and this is going to be in the second half of 2026.
All right. I'm going to wait.
Yeah, we're going to have to wait a little bit for it.
Thanks,
We want to
dude.
make sure it's perfect for you guys.
That's right. Josh, thanks again, man. Have a great show, dude.
All right, guys, we're here in this Super Duty fan booth, and I'm going to be honest, this is one of those places I wasn't planning to go until I walked by. I saw something that caught my eye, which was this
unbelievably unique looking fan blade, and I had to know what made this so special. Luckily, we've got Phil here to walk us through it. Phil, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Glad to help you.
Super unique looking blade. What is this? And I have to admit, when we walked into your booth, wind's going everywhere, but I don't hear anything. That's impressive. So what makes this so effective?
Well, we put a lot of technology into this blade, which is for our HVLS series, which is high volume, low speed. Those are the big, we make them all the way from 7 feet to 24
giant ones
feet.
from the ceiling.
Exactly.
Yeah, big warehouses and stuff. Yeah.
And we started our company 7 years ago with the shrouded fan up there.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, and that moves a lot of air for a lot less money than the big fans.
Sure.
And they're easy to install, so it's kind of a good alternative to spending 8 or 10 grand on a big fan.
Gotcha.
And we still have great success with that fan, but I always wanted to do an HVLS fan and do it better than our competitors. Took me 3 years to figure out how to do it.
And your path to that was a new design for a blade.
Exactly. All of our competitors with HVLS use the same blade design, which is a straight blade made out of an extruded aluminum piece.
Got that little fin on the end.
Exactly.
I know what you're talking about.
And the blade is the same with the motor as it is outside, and that's not how you design a blade.
Okay.
This blade is a result of artificial intelligence, aeronautical engineers, all kinds of engineers, fan company manufacturing assistants, all kinds of stuff we did to come up with this fan. This is how you design a fan blade, not a straight piece like all of our competitors do.
Okay.
The cord is longer here, it's shorter here. It has serrated edges here that make it quieter on the back end.
That's what those do. So that actually cuts down on wind noise.
It sure does.
Huh.
And then on the back, we have some good stuff too. These are vortex generators. They help the air stay stuck to the blade so it goes to the floor where it does some good. We even built in a 15-degree pitch for the blade because it saves money.
Is that because, so from your motor, you're just using a standard flat mount, flat bar,
That's
and don't
right.
need to put the rotation in it?
That's exactly right. The hub doesn't have to be twisted. If we had to twist the hub, it costs about $160 more. So we did this for free. It saved $160.
Right? That's brilliant.
So if we save money, the customer saves money.
That's awesome.
So
I was gonna mention really quickly, that thing up there, I mean, it's huge. How large is that fan?
that one on display is a 10-footer.
Okay.
We make them up to 24 feet.
Oh my God. But what caught my eye, of course, too, it's $4,500. And that's the mounting hardware, everything?
Everything, including the telescoping down rod, which is another way to make it easier to install.
Oh,
so it all comes with it. The only thing you have to supply is the wire that goes from the fan down to the wall controller, because we never know how far you got to go.
Compared to other large fans like that, I've seen that price is crazy.
It's about half price of
Yeah.
what our competitors are. It's a better fan. It's so high tech that it's patented, so nobody can do what we're doing. It's quieter, less money, more reliable. We're having fun.
That's awesome. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you explaining them to me. I'm really, really excited about it. If any of our audience wants to get the absolute latest, greatest in high volume air movement, but super quiet, where do we send them?
Send them over to our website, which is superdutyfans.com. And if they tell us that they came from you guys at Tool Show, we'll take $200 off. And I appreciate everybody
guys,
stopping
don't
by.
ever say I didn't give you anything. There's your shot, all right? Phil, it's so nice to meet
Thank you, Rob.
Thanks for your time and good luck with your fans.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, we're here at the Wera booth. Don't correct me just yet. We'll get to that in a minute. We're here at the Wera booth, here with Jamie, who was just showing me the new modular system. I know that we've talked about these guys before, and they look super cool. All their little mini kits, you get all the things you need, and they pack in their little ratchet, and it's super awesome, and you guys all go nuts over this stuff every time we talk about it. But this modular system was new. I've never seen this before. So, Jamie, can you walk us through this stuff?
Sure. So the modular system is brand new. We just came out with it earlier this year. Although if you were paying attention last year and you got any of our Advent calendars, you would already have this kit. So we already kind of did a sneaky introduction in the 2024 Advent calendar. So anybody out there watching this that has that,
You're already on
prepare
board.
to be educated on the next step of your process. So what we did then is we took it one step further this year and created the full system. So again, you can buy just that piece if you want. You can buy just that hinge if you want. You can get just this micro kit. You can get just those L keys. And the idea is as we continue to build out this line, again, you can customize and make these kits work for you. So all you need to do to change them out, just open up the lid, pop them off, and these are just going to slide right out.
Oh, that's so cool.
And give you all the options that you like. So for example, maybe I don't like a micro kit, I don't need the micro kit, but I love our L keys, so I can just pull this in here.
So this isn't just about making my dream kit, I'm going to adjust this kit based upon the job.
Absolutely.
That way I'm not carrying everything with me. I know what kind of work I'm going to be doing today. I grab the pieces I need, and I can literally just fold it all up and throw it in my bag.
Yep, complete flexibility and customization.
So cool.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is so awesome. First of all, we were just talking about this before we started shooting too. You guys really, your design work is off the charts. All these amazing colors we see, as you were saying, they're all purposeful. They all reference either the type of fastener bit or the size of the sockets, those kind of things.
Yep.
But it just makes for some really just brilliant looking tools. This thing's awesome. But I have an issue with you, Jamie, because while you were showing this to me, you said Wera. And
Wera.
I'm not gonna lie. I have said Wera on our show before, and about 300 people screamed at me and said it's Wera. So you're wearing a much more official shirt than I am. I feel like you have some authority in yours. I don't have authority in that one. So I'm gonna ask you, Jamie, how do I pronounce this name?
I pronounce it Wera, and I've pronounced it Wera for about 30 years. So if 300 of you want to argue with me, jamie@weratools.com, send me an email, drop it in the comments.
For what it's worth, anytime I mess up, I'm gonna be like, what? Jamie says it that way. Jamie, it was so great to meet you. Thanks for the quick demo, we appreciate it. Have a great show.
Nice to meet you, Rupert.
HotShot! I'm sure they don't actually technically have a theme song for this yet, but I'm working on one. While I work on it though, Jake's gonna walk us through a cool demo to show us why the HotShot is so worthy of my theme song. All Jake, right. It's so good to see you, dude.
Good to see you too.
Thanks for hanging out with us. Tell us about the HotShot.
Yeah, so this is our new M18 HotShot jump starter. When we came into this category, it's our first product. So we heard a lot of times with competitive jump starters, they take too long to charge, 8, 10, 12 hours. They get impacted by all weather conditions, and then you're only gonna get 1 to 3 years of use out of that tool. HotShot is an internal capacitor design paired with our M18 batteries that's gonna give you an always ready to jump experience, true all weather performance, and then you're gonna get longer life on that tool with capacitors rated up to 500,000 cycles. So the demo we have here today is to show you that true all weather performance from -4 to 122 degrees Fahrenheit. What we're gonna do is some mock jumps from room temperature and then into freezing temperature. So we'll start with the HotShot here. Get it connected, get it charged up. So once we're at 100%, we're gonna send power into the starter motor over there. Go into our override function real quick. So we're sending power, crank that starter motor over. You're gonna see around 11,000 watts of energy coming out of this guy. I'm gonna put this to the side.
Got it.
Now we're gonna do the same thing on the competitive unit in room temp. Get this one ready.
Doesn't look very competitive, Jake. Just saying.
So right around 8,000. Now this isn't the number that you want to focus on. We're going to pull the other units out of the freezer, and that's what we're going to show you. Sorry.
Okay, not at all.
So we got our freezer back here. They're sitting in there soaking, getting cold. Now same thing with HotShot here.
Hang on. Oh yeah, that's freezing.
My hands are going to be cold all day. Charge this up.
It's still charging up just as fast.
Yep. Yeah, so you won't see too much reduction in that charge speed.
Wow, that's cool.
So we're going to go override mode again.
Yep.
Boom. We saw right around a negative 0.9% decrease, really just variance unit to unit. Now what we're gonna do here, same thing with the competitive unit.
And this guy's super cold too. Oh
yep.
Yeah, that is freezing.
So same thing, sitting in the same freezer. Okay. Same thing here. So we saw a 25% reduction in power potential. So what that's going to mean is the HotShot is more consistent in those colder weathers. That's going to mean the difference between possibly jumping and not jump starting. You're going to get always ready to jump experience, under 70 seconds charging, true all weather performance, and then that longer life on the HotShot jump starter. Put it on any M18 battery and you have that jump starter in your M18 system.
Awesome. Jake, availability is now, right?
Shipping now.
And price?
$299 bare tool.
Awesome. Thanks, Jake. Appreciate it, bud. Have a great show. So we're in the Wiha booth again. You guys know Bart, all right? I was looking amongst all this cool stuff they have, and I ran across this kit. I just about lost my frickin' mind. Look how beautiful this is, how cool these blades are. And I'm like, I've got to have this. And then Bart tells me it's like $300. So before you guys flip out, after hearing him out, I feel like I should let him explain to you why this kit with one handle and a bunch of blades is worth $300.
Yeah, you know, some people need 20 different screwdrivers. Some people need 2.
That's fair, sure.
The folks who need a whole arsenal of screwdriver tip profiles are usually working on equipment that is very diverse. They may not know what they're coming up on day to day.
Sure.
And they need to be ready to work quickly, efficiently, especially service techs or anybody working on sensitive equipment where downtime is really critical.
Okay.
That's where the Wiha drive lock system really pays off. And the crux of it is that one handle, with one handle you have near infinite adjustability, but it's basically every 1/8 of an inch or so.
So all those little dimples on each one of the blades allows you to adjust the length of it.
Exactly, and at some point it tops out, right?
Sure.
So you need
because you have actually different heads on either end, right?
But,
okay.
Our demo here shows the versatility. So if you could see the screw that you're working on, you probably don't need to be in the next county over to be working on it, right? However, in some cases, the screws are buried, in whether it's behind plastic, some sort of cladding, and we found that the folks who are really loving these drive lock sets, they're really popular among med device technicians. So we're working on X-rays, other hospital equipment, where you've got a limited amount of time for your repairs. You're going room to room or suite to suite, and you may have everything you need if you've grabbed 5 screwdrivers, but once you start adding up all the different screwdriver, tip profiles, the bulk of the handles starts adding up too, so you need a bigger bag.
You have a really big bag full of different screwdrivers.
Exactly, and that's where this one handle, multiple blades approach pays itself off.
All right, so the guys that need this are not balking at $300. They know because they're replacing far more than that.
No, and as I've said to many folks in the past, these guys are working on screws of consequence. If they strip a screw, if they botch the work, that equipment costs
on a really expensive piece of medical equipment.
Yeah, you don't want a strip screw or anything that would jeopardize the functionality or the warranty of that equipment, which is why many manufacturers actually recommend this set, at least in the healthcare or med device world. But as somebody, we're at the SEMA show, obviously.
Yeah.
Whether you're an installer, you're working on aftermarket components, whether it's for upfitting, or you're simply not sure what you're going to get into that day, it's nice to have a set that's going to help you reach all the things you need. So this is available both in a 6mm version, and then it has a younger brother that's a 4mm, so kind of more precision size tip profiles.
Awesome. All right, you convinced me. They're worth it. I appreciate the education. Now I just got to save up my pennies. Welcome back to the Harbor Freight booth here with Andrew, who's showing us what's going on in off-road at Harbor Freight.
Thanks, Robert. Here we've got our Badland ZXR 15,000-pound winch. This is coming in about 6 months. Massive capacity for those 1-ton trucks and service trucks. We're really excited about that. We also have our Badland winch gloves back here. They're in stores now, as well as our 30-foot kinetic rope.
Have you guys ever had a 15,000-pound capacity before?
No, we have not. This is totally new for us.
This is the biggest you've ever made.
It is our biggest winch.
That thing looks awesome. All right, is that all that we're looking for this year in off-road, or is there other stuff?
No, we've got more.
Okay, let's go take a look at it.
All right.
All right, so it looks like you guys have some new off-road jack stands.
Yeah, these are our new 6-ton off-road jack stands. They go up to 31 inches to serve pretty much any off-road needs you can have. We have these nice big bases for use in gravel, sand, trails, whatever you need. Perfect for Baja.
That's very cool. That's why they need such large feet then, for those kind of birds, so they don't sink in.
That's right, yep.
Pretty cool. And what do you say the capacity was? How high up do they go?
Up to 31 inches.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's going to be important when your tires are huge.
Absolutely.
I got you.
Yeah, 40-inch tires, they take some big, serious equipment to service those.
No, I also don't know. We've seen your Badlands jacks before. Those look awesome. But what are they sitting in?
So these are our new off-road jack mounts.
Ooh.
We've got one for the 1.5 ton, which is shown here, and the 3 ton.
Oh, underneath.
Yep. We've got dual straps, a kind of tubular chassis on them,
I see
so
that
that
underneath here.
sand and dirt can pass through, and water.
Oh, that's smart.
Also, we've kind of taken the anti-rattle element to the extreme with this big front nose assembly that's held in place with a nice big castellated knob.
Very cool. But these guys aren't out yet.
Aren't out yet, yep.
How much time do we have?
They'll be out in about a year.
There's so much cool stuff in your booth that's coming in a year, man.
I know.
Do I look that patient?
We're really doing our best here.
I appreciate it. You know what? I believe you. Awesome. Well, thanks again, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Have a great show.
Thank you.
All right, guys, we're back in the Milwaukee booth to see the new precision blower. Luckily, we have Bryn here who's going to give us a cool demo.
Awesome. Yeah, hey guys, this is our new M18 brushless precision blower. It delivers over 570 miles per hour and 39 CFM, so really fast moving air, which is perfect for tight spaces around a car and exterior detailing. So you'll see any of these tight crevices area. The blower gets all that water right out of there, which is great. It's got 3 different nozzles here that attach, and a nozzle storage device that's got some magnets on it. It's perfect. They're a soft rubber, so you don't have to worry about ever damaging the outside of the car. The product has 3 different modes, an LED nozzle in the front here, and a variable speed trigger, so ultimate control of the airspeed with this product.
Awesome. Are these available yet?
They are. Shipping now.
What's our price?
Price is $179. Fair
Awesome.
tool.
Thanks so much, Bryn. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, we're back in the Vim booth with Clay, who continues to show us really cool stuff in the booth. This time, the flag on the background here, that's Old Glory. We're doing this because you guys now have tools you're making here in the USA.
Absolutely, and we are super proud of this line. We call it our Maverick line.
The Maverick line,
yes,
got it.
Because we're kind of do things a little different around
All
here,
right,
you know?
sure, you're Mavericks, I get it.
So we wanted to come out with a tool for our independent tool trucks mostly, and our consumers, our customers that have tools that can't buy a tool truck ratchet because they don't have access to it, okay?
Sure.
So those guys are kind of left out in the cold. Not with us. We want everybody to play.
All right.
So what we did is we come out with a 90-tooth. Every one of these ratchets are 90-tooth.
All right.
They are fixed and flex heads in 3/8 and 1/2 inch drive, 1/4 inch, 3/8 and half. So what we're going to do is expand this line even further, adding different links, so that way a regular guy that works on his car at home can have access to the same cool tools that he sees the guys working with on TV.
All right.
So we took it a step further. We got the chrome handles done on ratchets that we feel are perfect.
Sure.
And we decided to add comfort grips to the party. So we completely designed this handle from start to finish. So this is the first time anybody has seen this outside of our people in this booth.
That's awesome.
So your show got the exclusive first look at our brand new design on the comfort grip.
And that the ergonomic grip's designed to fit in your palm. Can I try that?
I want you to just give your impressions on what you think.
Oh, dude. Okay, yeah. So I saw the triangular shape on that outside. I didn't realize if you look at it like this that it really dips in. It really just fits. That is so nice. That flat surface on top is where your fingers rest. Sure. That's a great handle.
Like I've told you earlier, we don't reinvent the wheel. We do have some cool inventions, but we like to update stuff and make it better. So what we did was take all of the products and features that we had on other comfort grips and said, what do we like about this? Why do we not like this handle? So we got rid of all of the bad and kept all the good. So that little beer belly on there, it's perfect because if you're a guy that holds your ratchet and your thumb under, this works perfect. If you're a guy that likes to hold his ratchet on the side, it still feels good. No matter which direction you pull, grab, or move this thing, it still feels good in your hand.
Love it. That's so cool.
We're really proud
of it. So there'll be a version of all these new Made in the USA ratchets with the comfort grip as well. Awesome. That's great.
So along beside our ratchets, we have locking extensions.
Oh, cool.
USA made locking extensions.
Oh, they're made in the USA as well.
Is what everything on this table is American made, except for these two.
Yeah, sorry. These are my toys.
So, what's cool about ours, if you see, you may have seen locking extensions like this on other tool trucks.
Sure.
And the problem is, if you don't have access to a tool truck, again, you can't get this product, right? So it's kind of left some of our competition, you know, they're like, okay, we're good living over here. We want everybody to play, so we want everybody to have the same access to quality tools. So we have a 3-piece half-inch drive set. We have a 3-piece 3/8 drive set, a 5-piece 1/4-inch drive set, and this is my personal favorite, our transmission extensions. So the way this works, it's a half-inch drive on this side.
Okay.
So you can use your big Milwaukees or your big air impacts to break those bolts loose, because you will have torque loss on an extension this long.
Of course you do. Yep.
And this end, we provide 3/8. So you can use the sockets you need to get the jobs done.
Love it.
So these are really cool. We also have American-made drill bits. These are high-speed steel. It's important to be able to service the tools that you have.
If you can,
so you don't have to take the tool in to a store to exchange it or be able to warranty it out if you break it. Because let's face it, guys, if you use tools, you're going to wear them out or they're going to break eventually.
Yep.
So you need to be able to take care of your stuff at home. So what we wanted to do is make sure our customers could rebuild this ratchet at home with confidence, so we made them extremely easy to rebuild.
I can rebuild that.
Easily.
Let's see.
You want to see how easy it is?
Can we do it now?
Sure. All you got to do is just have a hex head and a way to get it out. So we're going to use one of our tools for that. So we're just going to break this loose.
All right. Cannot get over how tiny that ratchet is.
I know, it's almost too little.
It's hilarious.
Almost too little. So I'm going to take these out. So this is the hardest part. I know you're not going to believe me, but I'm fixing to show you that this is the hardest part.
I'm nervous about what's inside and how difficult that's going to be.
If you need to rebuild this ratchet, do this.
Oh my God.
Okay. So now we've got all the old parts out. We'll be ready to go back to new parts. This would be in a plastic bag. You just stick it straight through the hole.
All right.
The next thing we're going to do, we're going to take this BB and we're going to drop it in that hole.
Right.
Okay. It's pretty consistent. You just keep putting stuff in the holes till you run out of parts. We're going to take this spring and we're going to put it in here.
All right.
And now I'm going to do it with, you can do it with your fingers, but just because we're going to try to see it on camera, I'm going to use these. So we're going to drop this.
The BB inside that goes on top?
Straight down in the hole.
All right.
All right. So you see that we're in here.
Oh yeah, there
springs in there. Now that's the hard part's over. So now you take your new pawl. It doesn't matter which direction you go. You will see there's some machine marks on this side, but that's all that is.
It doesn't matter. You can flip it either way.
Watch. So we're going to do it like this. Why do it the hard way? It's automatically locked in this way. We're going to take the pawl. We're going to put it on the gear. We're going to put the little pointy thing straight up, and we're going to drop that in here.
And the pawl goes right over it.
And the pawl will slide right in just like that. Now the hard part is over. All we got to do is put our cover back on. We put our screws back in, and you have a brand new ratchet. So we wanted to keep it to where our customers could service their tools at home without mailing them in, without having to take them to meet a guy or swap them out in store. And
that's
you tighten
pretty
it up.
darn cool. Just like that. It's all back together.
Now, I hadn't tried it, but I'm so confident in our products how easy they're to rebuild. I will let you test it for the first time.
So cool. Yeah. Yeah, it works perfect. Switches direction, everything. Love it, dude. Clay, you have such cool tools.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. We appreciate it. All right, guys. Now, if we want to learn more about Vim Tools, where do we go?
You can go to our website at www.vimtools.com.
Perfect. All right, day 2 so far has been super, super exciting, but of course, we can't just go to SEMA and forget our Platinum Tool Deal, right? So every week we get a special code from our friends at Ohio Power Tool that gives you the best possible tool deal of the week. But there's always a catch to this code. What
There
is
is a catch. It will only work for the first 25 people who use it, so you have to be fast.
Yeah, you gotta be super, super quick. Well, we gotta like not run into people. So the code we're going to give you this week is gonna give you $50 off purchase of $100 or more of anything in stock from DeWalt. Now the code you're gonna need, I don't know what it is. We're busy running around looking at cars right now. So I'm gonna have our editor Spencer put it right down here along the bottom for you. So go take that code over to ohiopowertool.com, punch it in, and save yourself some money. Now Sarah and I, we gotta get back to the show. All right, guys, that wraps up our coverage of SEMA 2025.
I want to thank Ohio Power Tool for supporting our show and Blaklader for giving us the most durable, comfortable, amazing workwear that I have ever had in my entire life. We really appreciate it.
Honestly, we've never looked this good at SEMA or felt this comfortable.
I feel amazing.
Thanks, Blaklader. All right, guys, if you can, lend a tool or a hand to a neighbor this weekend, and Sarah and I, we'll see you next week.
Hey, Rob's turning 50. Let's take a look back at the last 50 years. Robert Hugh Smith was born at a very young age to parents, and it was immediately obvious that he loved tools. He also enjoyed audio and film work. He even assisted President Richard Nixon with some audio projects. He tried starting the Power Tool Weekly show on public access cable, but couldn't compete with commercial programs like This Old House and Bob Vila's Home Again. In the mid-2000s, Rob landed a gig producing promotional content for Central Ohio Power Tool. Rob occasionally appeared on the channel, but struggled with lack of energy and indecisiveness on creative direction.
Let's make a mess, or maybe not.
But now Rob is the host of The Tool Show with over 200,000 subscribers. Happy birthday, Rob. D-handle for life.